Hey, Eric. Is someone thither?
Hey, Chris.
Oh, hither.
Hey, Chris.
Retrograde Amnesia is a member of the Greenlit Podcast Network, a coalition of creator-owned podcasts which focused on video gaming, entertainment, and pop culture. Go to greenlitpodcast.com to find out about all the great shows on the network. Eric, also Patreon. Have you been there before?
Patreon.com/retroam.internet.
Yes, we have bonus episodes. We have mini-series. We have all kinds of fun things that you can listen to if you support us. We appreciate those who do so. Eric, would you like to hear some rad sounds that I recorded?
Hit me.
Welcome to Retrograde Amnesia, a comprehensive podcast where we discuss classic JRPGs chapter by chapter, beat by beat. In this series, we are covering Chrono Cross. This time, we drift, we drift, we drift. We wonder how many dreams we have awakened and how many morrows have passed. My name is Chris. Eric, let's rock.
Let's rock!
Let's do it.
Let's do it. We're back. We're also joined tonight by the RealNet, a collective of patrons who are listening to us record this podcast live on the internet. You too can join this at patreon.com/retroam and some additional steps that you have to complete to get on the Discord server, but it's all good.
We are also joined by the FakeNet, our post-production AI companion and level 3 player avatar in Res.
Indeed. Hello, FakeNet.
Initializing FakeNet.
Fear is the mind killer, and it unifies the Dune and Res neural pathways.
I like Res.
Top 3 game.
So, Eric, we are done with the Shaker Brothers side quest, the car side quest, and now
Nothing was resolved.
Yes, we have another sort of optional thing that we have to. We don't have to do this at all, but
It blows my mind that this is optional because it is a lot of content.
I'm pretty sure I missed this the first time I played. I knew nothing about this.
Really?
I think
I got it the first time because our buddy Nick came into my room to watch it because it's a really good part.
In order to initiate this particular side quest, we of course have to take the good Fargo to see the dumbass
Excuse
Fargo.
me, can we go cool Fargo and dickhead Fargo?
I think in my notes I have pirate Fargo and shit Fargo, but I think
Okay.
people will know what we're talking about no matter what we say.
So we have to go to Home World, which is our first time going there in quite some time, right?
We went there in the last episode to clean up Viper Manor.
Right, in the continuity, though.
I think in my case, I did that Viper Manor stuff on the way to this, so yes.
My first impression of the Home World was, oh, cool, Norris's dumb boat is right where I left it.
Yes.
It's very convenient.
Yes, the shit boat, I think you called it the one time.
Yes, so then we go to the Zelbus. It plays Zelbus.
Yes,
I
great.
think we go right to Fargo's room. Like, it doesn't...
Well, no, you can go through here, but
Okay.
I didn't notice anything different here. Like, Sneff and his boys are still here if you don't have them in your party. There's no demi-humans around. They're not here. Like, the workers are gone because they're going to put on their Muppet show stuff, their Muppet stage show stuff. They're getting their instruments ready.
There is a good scene later on if you bring something about Sneff and Fargo. We'll get to it. It's
Oh, yeah,
optional.
actually, I think, yeah.
So we go to Fargo's room. We enter, and Fargo is staring off into his balcony into the clear blue ocean.
As he always does.
His dog is at our feet, and once again it growls when you talk to it.
Mm-hmm.
We speak to Fargo, the music stops. He turns around with his familiar greeting, "I, landlubber." The ellipses that precede the exclamation point indicate an element of surprise.
Yes. So it's the pirate Fargo saying, I, landlubber, obviously, right?
Yes, the
So-
one who lives here.
Yes. Wait, no,
Or did you perceive it differently?
the one who lives here is the shit Fargo.
Yes, I pictured him turning around just like, that's how he greets anyone who walks into his office.
Oh, I thought that this Fargo didn't have the pirate accent.
Oh, does he not?
I could be wrong. Who knows?
When he depirated, he talked like a normal person.
No, he never became a pirate.
Oh.
He just became a fucking grifter on a cruise ship.
Another Fargo says with some measure of incredulity,
Yes.
"Are you me? Don't even associate yourself with me. You're being a sissy, Fargo. You're
Mhm.
pathetic. I, too, had the possibility of becoming a jelly belly like yourself." Chris, what's a jelly belly, other than that Smashing Pumpkins song?
I think it's a fat ass. I think it's called him a fat ass, right?
But they both have the same ripped muscles.
I don't know, maybe a spiritual fat ass.
So at this point, Fargo either punches Fargo in the gut or Home Fargo jumps up and down. I can't tell what their animation's doing.
Yeah, I don't know.
So then he says, "I know about the plan. We're moving this ship along with Nicky's to Marbule and shower in the island with his song at full volume. Once the dream spirits awaken, we'll defeat them one by one."
Who's filled in Fargo?
Somebody has informed Cool Fargo
Okay.
about the plan to teach Nikki's learned the song and practiced at this point. He knows the plan.
Yeah. Okay.
But Fargo doth protest.
Mm-hmm.
Good pep talk, Fargo. But this Fargo says the Zelbus can no longer set sail. He can't steer it. Our Fargo asks, who's asking anyway?
Mm-hmm.
My guy was telling him.
Yeah.
Then Dickhead Fargo goes off to the pipes we didn't notice on the right side of this room and bellows comments into them.
No, I don't. I think this is Pirate Fargo.
Okay, cool, Fargo. Listen up, mateys. The ship is no longer the Zelbus, but the SS Invincible. Set the course to Marbule and man your stations.
Your stations.
Your stations.
Fucking great power move here, Chris.
Yes, indeed. The other Fargo says that it'll never work, but Pirate Fargo takes a toke on his big old cigar. And says that we'll see about that.
So let's.
But can we make a quick note, a quick Fargo note, real quick? Did you notice that he always has his cigar with him?
Just trusty stogie? Yeah, he has it in battle.
He has it in battle.
Idle animation.
Yes, it's beautiful.
Guy's going to die at 38 from lung cancer.
It's okay.
So, do those pipe things that he spoke in, do those really work?
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't think they amplify the sound, but maybe that
it travels.
Yeah.
Does it dissipate? Also, I appreciate his voice traveling through it still works because he still sounds like Fargo.
He needs to get a fed head for that thing. No one gets
fake
that.
Now, what's a fed head?
No one gets that.
Initializing fake head.
I get it. The FET head from Triton Audio is a low-noise inline microphone preamplifier that provides improved sound for ribbon and dynamic microphones. The boys are using one tonight. Thank you, patrons.
Thank you, patrons.
Home Fargo says this is useless. Our Fargo will see about that. Then the music changes, Chris.
Yes.
Either Dragoon Knight from Chrono Cross or Flight from Xenogears plays. Because they sound the same.
It is a perfect flight song, or a perfect flight opportunity, but yes, I have this song down as Dragoons. It's playing for some reason, but it is perfect for this moment, right?
Yeah, it cuts to the outside view of the Zelbus. Fargo is screaming about taking back our beautiful island of Marbule. People scream in capital letters, yeah, let's do it. And then all of the oars drop one by one.
Yeah.
Heave-hoes come out of dialogue boxes.
Yeah, I think the heave-hoes are from the demi-humans that are rowing these fucking oars.
The slave class that are rowing this thing to actual home.
Except for they want to do it.
Yeah.
Like they are volunteering to do their...
It's funny, they just, Fargo assumed the boat was broken, but really he just couldn't motivate them to do any actual work.
Really, he just sucks. Yeah,
really. Maybe you should try paying them, dude.
Yeah, that might work.
Home Fargo is mind blown. Another Fargo chides him, quote, the desire to return to one's home is steering the ship forward.
Yeah, I thought he was talking about some sort of
metaphysical bullshit.
Yeah, metaphysical destiny. But actually, I think the desire to the demi-humans who fucking want to go home are rowing the ship.
Yes,
that's what's happening.
Dickhead Fargo not understands the metaphor. Asks if Fargo means the demi. He asks him to actually clarify that.
Yeah.
Fargo states that Nikki will begin his concert as soon as the ship reaches Marbule. Quote, we got to do what we can to wake those monsters from their nightmare. So long, Fargo. I've come to me senses. It's time you did the same. Power move.
Yes, indeed. It's great. If your cooler self came to you...
I would absolutely be the bad one, by the way. Yes.
Okay. What would that one say to you?
Stop working at the fucking grocery store.
Essential workers.
After this is over.
I could be fired tomorrow.
No, he would probably say... if it were like 10 years ago, I'd be like, hey, don't buy so many video games. In like 5 years, optical drive emulators and EverDrives are going to exist. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
That's what he would say.
All right.
So then it cuts back to the Magical Dreamer ship. We get a really cool scene here, Chris, and it's very brief.
Yes.
The sage is here out front with a backup band of colorful demi-humans. One has a standing bongo drum, one a guitar, and one a flute, and one on the left with something I have no idea what the hell it is.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
The sage is laughing at the fact that they finally did it. Quote, behold, my people, Marbule is straight ahead. Then he suggests it's time they get down to business.
The Muppets are ready.
Yes. As the victory music plays, each of this Muppet band member engages in a custom animation with their instrument. This lasts fewer than 1 second. We never see this Muppet Show-ass band again.
No.
But like it's implied that they are the source of the music here.
Yeah.
I guess. Even though we only hear a guitar.
I guess they couldn't render all that. I don't know.
It just seemed weird that they set this thing up and they don't really do anything with it.
As the victory music is playing, it cuts to our party walking out back to the deck of the Zelbus.
Yeah.
Looking onto the Magical Dreamers ship.
Yeah, the Magical Dreamers, wherever they play, their ship is also the stage. So even in Termina and even here, you stay at the dock and watch them perform on their stage on their boat. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like, I didn't realize that Nikki's ship had a hidden stage on the side. Yeah, when I did that, remember in Chasing Amy when Jason Lee realizes it's a gay bar? Yeah. And he does that face where he just, a look of recognition, then he starts clapping. Yeah. Have you watched that movie recently? It's really homophobic. Yeah. Bad. Bad. Real bad. It's not great. No, it's bad. Also, I don't think that it's practical, though, because that stage on the side of the boat would mean that you could only perform for somebody on a pier or another boat. Yeah, it's also a very poor viewing angle if you're right next to the boat. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But everyone in the top, like everyone that was below is now on the top deck of the Zelbus. They're all here to watch the performance of the Magical Dreamers.
Yes.
And it's also interesting that if you look closely, Irene's is in the crowd.
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of neat too.
I meant to bring Irene's at this moment because I knew that there was going to be some fighting up here, and I thought it'd be cool to have like the whole gang, you know?
The demi-human gang.
But I forgot. Yeah.
So then we go to our production.
Yes. Let's go to our production. Let's listen to the concert.
Adrift. 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 From how many dreams have I awakened? How many morrows have passed? The days when victory meant everything have come to an end. Yesterday's friends become tomorrow's foes. So flow the days filled with betrayal and enmity. Once one reaches the summit, all that remains is one's inevitable downfall. All has become lost, the innumerable wounds, once decorations of glory, have begun instead to ache. Ah, have I awoken? Where might I be? Could this be the grave of the narwhals that is said to lie hidden in the seas? Where am I? So, I am all alone. Just deserts for the likes of me. Betrayed by the very ones in whom I trusted. Gone are the friends with whom I shared my dreams. Alone, with no lover to share my sorrows.
Hither.
Is someone thither?
Oh, hither.
Be it thou, my saviour sweet.
I, manly mariner.
Be thou not a mere maiden, but a mere maiden.
Thou art surprised?
Only that one such as thee would help a human like me. My eternal gratitude is thine, sweet siren of the sea.
'Twas but the proper thing. Why art thou alone here? Whence cometh the wounds that afflict thee so?
'Tis too sad a tale to tell one so fair.
If thou wishest not to speak of such things, I shan't force thee to tell them unto me. Instead, kind sir, may I inquire as to the world from which thou comest? Enough, that shall suffice. What a wretched, woeful tale thou hast. Thou needest not fight e'er more. The world from whence thou comest lacks any form of pleasure.
Pleasure.
Dear sailorman, let me hear the song that thou dost like best. A splendid song from a faraway world, unknown to the likes of me.
A song, of such a thing I know naught. Wherefore wouldst thou hear my croonings, Neptunian nymph? Surely there is naught to be gained from it.
What a poor, miserable man thou art. Songs be the soul's delight. When one is sad, songs gently envelope one's sorrows. And when one is happy, songs are there to share the joy with thee. That be the very essence of song.
So thou sayest. Unfortunately, singing has no relevance to me. I long ago forgot how to laugh and how to cry. How awfully nostalgic. I feel as though I have heard that song before. Somewhere, long ago, a mysterious melody that bathes thee in a warm glow.
It is a precious song, handed down generation to generation on my island. It seems to have reached the heart of thee, who knows not of song. Now make me a promise. Repay me for saving you by singing this song for me.
Hold on. Such a thing I cannot do.
Cannot is different from will not. Please promise to grant this one petition.
Wait, do not go. As I thought, I am unable to perform such music.
Thou seem troubled. Who might ye be? Our sister shan't come out again until thou singest.
Please, I beg ye, teach me how to sing.
Music and song are not something that thou canst teach or learn. They are things that thou must feel. First try playing the notes. That is terrible. 'Tis void of all emotion. Thou dost need not to be a bard, so long as thou express thy feelings, the thoughts of thy heart that words cannot express. Let thy instrument tell us what thou want to say. Tis better. Keep it up. Thou art a kind man. We can tell from the sound thou makest. Hee, thou hast got it. Aye, 'tis becoming fun.
Well, what dost thou think?
'Tis beautiful. Each note enwraps my very soul. If ever thou art sorrowed and at the limits of despair, then croon this song and remember, dear, this very moment, the time when our hearts began to beat to one rhythm, and know that our song will continue on forevermore.
Lo, the stars doth twinkle in accord with our song. The brighter one is the star of Diarmid, and next to it the star of Grania can be seen shining so faintly. We mariners navigate our vessels by these two stars.
Thou art a knowledgeable man. I naught knew the names of such luminaries. I just saw them as jewels that shine in the night sky.
I didn't realize that stars could look so beautiful. I never took the time to gaze at them like this before, nor ever heard the song that they had been singing unto me. Now that I have spent what seems like days singing here with thee, I have come to realize that there is more than what seems be, the twinkling of the stars, the waving of the waves, even silence itself. All sing in harmony with thee and me.
'Tis strange to think that both thy world and mine share the same stars.
Speaking of which, I must soon return to my world.
Wherefore, dear sir, thou dost not like it here?
My pursuers are nigh, my staying here will endanger thy folk.
Then allow me to come with thee, sweet sir.
I cannot allow such a thing. One step out of here lie treacherous tempests and woeful warfare. Yet, even then, thou dost say thou shalt come with me?
I know that for a certainty, yet for this place only to have peace, while the whole world is at war, is a selfishness itself. Perhaps the love we share can be shared with the whole world. Both nature and mankind must surely desire to live hand in hand.
Then comest thou to me, my sweet sea sprite, until the whole world hath come to live in heavenly harmony. Upon that day shall I bring thee back to this idyllic isle. Then and only then, will both our worlds have peace between nature and human folk, and resonate in chorus with our anthem dear. Together, let us build that whole new world. Come my maiden, come.
It's important to note this concert starts with songs from the soundtrack.
Yeah.
It starts with Bound by Fate. The sad
you mean
music
People Imprisoned by Destiny?
Oh, yes, of course. It's the same song that we fought Miguel to, so it makes me think that like Miguel had a radio in the back and he was playing the song while he was fighting us instead of this like emotional moment about fate and destiny. At first, I thought Nicky was crucified, but
that's what I thought too.
Yeah, he's bound to like the mast of a ship.
Yeah, he's hanging from the crow's nest.
Yeah, and
when you see that, you are in for some big time theatrical shit.
Yeah, it's really impressive the way they put this together. After reading the lyrics, this is a story that is a parable about, like, I think Fargo. Don't you think?
Yeah,
is this Fargo's life?
I think it's coded kind of. It can be. I think it's broad, but you can easily apply it to that. Also, when he starts off with the innumerable wounds, once decorations of glory have begun, instead to ache, have I awoke. Like that entire thing is, we are back to this intro prose.
Yeah,
in the beginning of the thing.
Yeah,
like they're getting back into that stuff.
Where did the cogs of fate begin to turn, et cetera, et cetera.
That stuff.
Yeah. I think my favorite part is when it's Mickey, because Mickey plays like one of these like
lead nymph
or whatever. Yeah, and she says hither, and then Nicky says, "Is someone thither?" Oh, hither! Like I think that's the fucking funniest part.
At some point, Nicky is surrounded by the blue shield from Sonic 2.
Yeah,
as he's safely returned to the ground.
Also, the end of the ship thing that he walks out to is extremely phallic.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So there it is.
I liked how you and me, the backup dancers, had sizable parts in it as well.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't realize that those were the thing. Yes. Thank you, FakeNet, for providing the voices of the nymphs. Raspy FakeNet.
My vocal
cords are
not your
toys
for
some
puppet show theater.
They also, after they pick Nicky up, they put him face down on the floor like our boy Ark.
Yes, that's true.
He lies there breathing face down for a moment.
When he wonders if this could be the grave of the narwhal, it says narwhals. I thought it was narwhals.
I thought it was narwhal as well.
Yeah, he says narwhal, or at least it's spelled narwhals. I don't know how you spell it, the plural of narwhal.
FakeNet, what's the plural of narwhal?
Initializing FakeNet.
The plural is narwhals or simply narwhal. Please don't waste my time with this stupid shit.
I want to initialize a real net real quick.
Initializing RealNet.
SSD just says the plural of narwhal is Redditor.
Good one.
So yeah, thanks.
At some point, Reminisce plays as well.
Yeah, Reminisce Enduring Thoughts begins to play kind of as Mickey and Nikki begin their little interlude. She says, I, Manly Mariner, which is a please, somebody one day call me Manly Mariner. And Nikki refers to her as not a mere maiden, but a mermaiden, which is a wonderful little play on words there. And then they kind of have this sort of sad tale back and forth, and then she eventually implores him to sing a song.
Again, the most Manly Mariner is the big unit.
And then when eventually Mickey sings the little tune,
they kind of fuck up the guitar part a little bit.
Yeah,
like when Nikki tries to play it, he fails it intentionally, and that little bit is actually included on the soundtrack. Like it's out of key a little bit.
So there's three little clips on the soundtrack. It's the Mickey singing and two of Nikki's little interludes there when he's trying to learn how to play the song. Eventually, the FakeNet teaches him how to play the song, and then he plays the song, and then we have this wonderful moment in which I guess it's supposed to be signifying like Fargo's origin of sharing love with a demi-human and then trying to share that love with the world. A really service level kind of story, but the production is so good, the music is so good. What's the main song called? Magical Dreamers?
Yes, Magical Dreamers, and then the thing that Mickey tries is called Fairies Yield Magic.
Fairy Dreams, but Fairies Yield Magic is way better.
Yeah. That's our band's name.
Yeah, for sure. And then they kind of sail off into this wonderful wave of love, or come my maiden, etc. This is not as good as the opera scene in Final Fantasy VI, Eric.
I think it's better, Chris.
Really?
Yeah. Because this is directed around a 3D actual production.
Yeah.
6 just had that one screen, right? Or was it 2 screens?
It was one screen and then the rafters up and down, yeah.
So to me, this is where Masato Kato was never allowed to direct a game again, as opposed to last time, because this is wonderfully indulgent. This probably was very expensive to produce. It's entirely optional. And it didn't... I thought this was extremely cool, but I played this before I played Final Fantasy VI, I think. But to me, this was something that video games did not waste their time doing.
Yeah, I remember this feeling very...
indulgent?
Yeah, well, indulgent, but playing this when I was 18, I was like, oh wow, this is feelings. This is the music of my feelings. But now I see it as a little bit more indulgent. It was never clear to me originally what all this was supposed to mean, but now it seems super obvious. This is, as we mentioned, a parable about Fargo's arc and the love he once shared with a demi-human, aka Zelbus. And there seems at a point there's so much unexplored with backstory with Fargo and Nikki, his history with the demi-humans, the history of the Dragoons, all this stuff, all this intertwining stuff that we don't really get much about. So it feels like this moment with Nikki's concert is way less earned than the moments in Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah, because that was actually integral to the plot, whereas this is integral to what can only be side characters.
Yeah, what can only be side characters, and side characters that aren't fully developed, at least up to this point. I feel like if we would have known more about the backstory of Fargo, Nikki, etc., then this would have felt a lot more.
And this isn't our Nikki either.
Yeah, also kind of strange.
So they're Nikki.
From what we can tell, they're basically the same except for the fact of where they were led by Fargo, but... So, yeah, and that brings me to my next question. Do you think this whole Nikki arc is well-earned at all?
No.
Yeah, it's very shallow. We don't get a good sense of any of this.
It's really cool, but it's not earned. This to me, when I first played Chrono Cross, this was the coolest part of the game. This is the song that stuck with me for 18 years of the soundtrack. This is what, I think whenever I reference Chrono Cross in our previous series, this is the song I played in the background.
Yeah.
Can you think of another video game in the post-PlayStation era that cuts to a Shakespearean play from a magical theater troupe where a character has a guitar solo?
I don't know. Was there something like that in Final Fantasy X too, maybe?
What can I do for you?
I mean, they were pop stars, right?
Yeah,
and there was a concert in the Wastelands, the Thunder Plains, right?
Yeah.
But that was Square CG pop star J Idol type thing. This was theatrical production.
Yeah. Then it cuts to Fargo, the bad Fargo, right?
Dickhead Fargo.
Yeah, Dickhead Fargo. He looks, he goes to the mirror, of course, you would expect him to.
Yeah, he was watching this from his balcony seat.
Yeah, and he thinks about the time when Zelbus taught him the song.
Zelbus the person, Irene's sister.
Yes. I guess the whole thing exists to remind him of that moment, which is kind of strange. He says, "Oh, Zelbus, does this song call out to your heart? You taught me this song. For a long time, I've been trying to regain what I've lost, but to no avail. But now I feel as if the one important thing has finally returned, thanks to the irreplaceable treasure you left behind.
So, important note, slightly before he said that, there was clapping and audience noise amongst the appreciative crowd on the deck. And at least in my game, Irene's approached us, but our party just walked off the ship.
Yeah, it was weird. They hard walked kind of off the ship a little bit.
Yeah, it's like denying Irene's any kind of attention.
It's like we know what we have to do.
Yeah. Fargo then confesses that he, too, was unable to fulfill the promises he made to Zelbus. Her dream is also my dream. Zelbus, I promise to never use this attack again. But there is no avoiding it. Please forgive me. This time I will protect you.
Yes.
Quote, Fargo broke the seal of the invincible.
Yes, victory music.
Yeah, it's his level 7 text. Citan just took out his sword, Chris.
Yeah.
Like that's a trope, right? Like a character unburying their forbidden... It's like John Wick busting up his garage to get all the fucking guns back out.
That's one thing I like about this game, at least on some of these side plots, is that they lead to a final tech. I wish there were more of these moments. Like, I wish we had a Pashul thing.
Imagine, like, someone has to connive an entire stage production just so you know your fighting move again.
But that also does confirm that our Fargo, the pirate Fargo, also had the same sort of fate of meeting Zelbus and losing Zelbus. But somewhere along the line, these two split.
Yeah.
They heard about a boy in a fishing town that died, and then their destinies changed or something. I don't know.
Because my son put on a good show.
Yes, it's weird.
My drug-abusing son.
So then he says, all right, then I'll show you how serious I can get. It's time for me to let loose in Marbule.
That's a hint that you have to bring Fargo to Marbule.
Do you even get an opportunity to change?
Yes, you do.
Oh, okay.
Hey guys, you know what's better than video games and beer?
Cat videos? B. Arthur?
Incorrect! Nothing! The answer is absolutely nothing!
All right. You know, actually, I do think you're right.
Agreed. We're here at the Dogcast. We podcast about video games and beer.
And beer and video games!
Available weekly on the Greenlit Podcast Network.
B. Arthur.
Yes.
Welcome to Casual Magic, the show where we explore the fun side of Magic the Gathering. I'm your host, Shivam Putt, and each week we delve into everything from casual format to explorations of creatures and card types to interviews with designers of the game. At Casual Magic, we believe that it just isn't magic without the gathering. Come along and play.
So I try to go back on the Zelbus to save, but I am told Nikki and his band are still playing the song.
Yeah.
Quote, please exterminate all monsters in Marbule now. Mm-hmm. Because as Nikki plays this song, the monsters that are in Marbule, the chaos monsters, are becoming corporeal.
Yes.
And we can attack them.
For some goddamn reason. Do we know the reason?
Because the music's cool. Like the music is attuned to a frequency, and then the frequency blends their existence into reality based on dog whistle technology. Not like racist, but like actual dog whistle.
Okay, I have some more theories about this, but let's go.
All right. So now we're in Marbule.
Yes.
Magical Dreamers continues to play.
Yes, it's a good moment.
Who greets us, Chris?
It's Toma and
He's
Ash.
here.
They're both here. They've got some information for us. Toma says, yo, guys. I'm sure you've noticed, but something ain't right. I know they're harmless, but they've grown in numbers. If these monsters are somebody's bad dream, then whose? Or what's? Dream. Then.
Does that mean if these die, someone or something will wake up?
And then
Toma's derailing, Chris.
He's derailing, but he's also giving us a hint. Ash says, I bet the dreamer is 10 times as nasty as this nightmare.
Yeah, Chrono Cross just told us we're going to fight this fucking dragon.
Yeah, it's probably some big, huge, gnarly dragon. I'm like, thanks, buddy. Okay, we get it. We understand what this moment is leading to. Okay, thank you. This is the Black Dragon's nightmare.
Toma agrees and fucks off, telling us it's not because he's scared or anything. This game trusts us with nothing.
Yes, absolutely nothing.
So the reason why I wanted to... I tried to sub out my party, but there's no opportunity. I need to save my game, Chris, because I'm playing on hardware, so I left Marbule and got to the world map.
Oh, okay.
And I did save my game, and I switched people out, but it wouldn't let me back in unless I had Fargo.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because I just wanted to see if it would work. So, did you explore here?
Not really. I just went and fought these guys.
Yeah, well, I went to... There's nothing in the Witch Doctor hut, but I went and fought a few of them and went in the Witch Doctor hut, and when you do that and come back out, they're all back on the screen.
Oh, sorry about your
So
luck.
what you actually have to do here, they're called lagunates?
Yes.
Lagunates?
Lagunates.
You have to physically remove all of them from the map through combat.
Yes, indeed.
My next question is, for some reason now I notice Fargo has a tattoo.
Oh,
Chris,
really?
what's Fargo's tattoo of?
I'm just going to guess skull and crossbones.
I was going to guess mom.
Okay, yeah, probably.
Fake net, what's Fargo's tattoo?
Initializing fake net.
The art, or at least Fargo's original sketch, is unclear, but it looks like the bloody yin and yang iconography from Way of the Warrior on 3DO, but with crow wings.
Okay, thanks. Great.
The chaos monsters are lagunates?
Yes, I have a question about the lagunates. These things are like
Fishmen?
But they're nothing special. Like, why is the black dragon dreaming about fishmen? Shouldn't the black dragon be dreaming or having nightmares about something else?
Chris, last night I had a dream that I was a fucking Dorito, all right? Dreams make no sense.
I'll take it. Yeah, so you do have to walk around and kill these things. These guys are nothing special, but...
They have a unique tech. It's called Just for Kicks that kicks the shit out of Fargo.
Oh, Just for Kicks.
That's right.
Oh, I thought they said Just for Kicks.
Well, just number 4 and then Kicks, but Just for Kicks. That's called a pun, Chris.
Oh, I missed that one.
So they also laid a trap on the whole party. It was a bunch of question marks with a down arrow. Is that like we don't know what trap they're laying, and that's just reflected to us about one of our attacks?
That's how it was shown to us when Salt and Pepper did the same thing.
Would it not be badass if they laid it for a really powerful element and then took it from us?
Yes, that would be great.
I wish the game did that.
This game needs to be a little bit more ruthless. They also have these little buddies.
Manta rays.
Yes, they're little manta ray guys. They're kind of cool looking because they have this crazy teeth alignment.
Yeah, normally stingrays have tiny little bitty mouths, like little fun guy mouths.
On the bottom side, yeah.
But these guys have monster mouths. That is their entire front end.
It's like a rail of teeth that run from fin to fin on the front of the mantis.
Absolutely disgusting. They have a unique element called Fly Low that cruises over and nails Starkey in the gut.
Starkey. You still got Starkey. That's awesome.
I don't soon, because Starkey's a white element, and that's not good versus a certain black dragon.
Oh, yes.
So, man, I went to the Dragon Cave, and 2 more battles were here. I'm sick of fighting these guys.
Yeah. And then when you clear them off, allegedly, a dragon's cry can be heard in the far-off distance.
There is a dull roar. I'll try to capture it for this podcast.
So this game has told us basically 3 times what's going on here if we can't figure it out.
Lynx has transdimensional listening superpowers.
Also true.
Which also means that big bastard in the other world is now awake.
Yes. And
this is the world where there is no dragon.
Right. This would have felt a lot better if for some reason we would have been forced to go to the other Marbule and seen that black dragon, because you don't have to see him before this, and you don't even have to do this. So
I was going to say, this technically still is optional, but fighting the dragon is mandatory. But I think, how does the dragon wake up if you don't do this?
Well, this is Chrono Cross. Nothing matters. So I'm assuming that Nicky still ends up finding a way to have his concert.
Okay.
I
guess. Then we just seen off screen or something.
He sends Irene's and Sneff to fucking fight to kill the Lagunates, I guess. Irene, Sneff, and is there any other and fucking
Portia,
the Mantis guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Initializing fake net.
If you miss the Marbule side quest options, you simply walk up to the sleeping black dragon, push X, and then receive the relic. You are unable to actually fight the dragon. Neither of the boys did this, obviously, but a Reddit post and the Chrono fandom wiki imply this is a valid option.
Home Marbule played after we left that cavern because all the Lagunites were eliminated.
Yes, yeah, it's true. The fucking weird-ass kazoo comes back for the Marbule theme.
Yeah, but just like Chris, I went to go check out the boat as opposed to immediately go there. So we go to the SS Invincible in Homeworld, because it's changed names now.
Has it?
Didn't Fargo say, hey, this is now the SS Invincible?
It has changed the name, but I didn't know if he meant, I didn't know if he made that permanent or not.
No, I don't know.
But
the music Zelda still plays. Yeah.
So the first thing I did was went and checked in on Nicky to see, I just wanted him to thank me. I mean, come on now. I've done a lot of work here for you, buddy. Words cannot express how Nicky feels inside. This event has allowed him to see himself differently. He wants to share this feeling with both humans and all living creatures. So yeah, he's gonna spread joy with his music, Eric. He's gonna put out an album that,
of course,
yeah, and 100 people are gonna buy,
just like Junebug.
Yes. Then Fargo, I have Fargo in my party still, so Fargo steps forward. Nicky thanks him for opening his father's eyes to reality. He says Marbule will thrive with beauty again, and Nicky hopes to perform there again. And Fargo, of course, says, no, Nicky, I'm the one who needs to give thanks. She's also a manifestation of myself. That's why I'm able to understand her feelings, but I can't keep that feeling bottled up forever. That's what she helped me realize, all thanks to you. And that's it. I guess he's talking about Zelbus.
Yeah.
Is Nicky's mother. I wonder if there's any ever interaction between Fargo and the Nicky from his actual Nicky.
Oh, yeah. I mean, maybe.
Maybe. So I guess we'll check on that later.
My son who's not my son?
Yeah, my son who's not my son, please come with me. Marcy, I'm just going to ignore you. Yeah, I guess we're just assuming they have the same parents. I don't know.
Yeah, the Zelbus met a similar fate over there.
Could be different. Fargo and Zelbus are Nicky's parents, but we don't necessarily know who Marcy's parents are. Like, if it's Fargo and Zelbus or Fargo and somebody else.
I mean, if she's still Marcy, that's a pretty unique sperm and egg combination, right?
No, I'm saying like we don't know if they're full brother and sister.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. So then, did you go check in on the Zelbus?
Yes.
The top deck is clear. Chris, are the workers free now?
Yes.
You think so?
They're still have their instruments, I guess. I don't know.
Well, there's no one serving tourists, is my point.
Yeah.
The first place I went, though, was the dining room.
Yes, this is where Mickey is, right?
Yes, the vacationing misogynist in the hat just says, "Magical Dreamers coming soon." It's real weird dialogue.
Yeah.
The lady staring at the Nicky poster thinks he had a wonderful performance.
Of course.
The lady drinking 2 bottles of wine by herself thinks Nicky's performance was more like a Broadway musical this time. Quote, "How does he come up with these ideas?"
Broadway, Eric. Broadway, that's a real Earth thing.
Richard failed us.
Richard, what are you doing?
Mickey is here, too. She's staring off into the balcony where we first found her in this world.
Yeah.
She says, "I always get like this after a gig, you know. Pretty sad sight, ain't it? A grown woman moping around like a little girl. I know our gig is just a show, but I do have feelings for him. Anyway, we're on vacation now, so why not take me with you?"
Ah, well, just decline her offer, Eric, right?
Or have her join your party.
Yeah, victory music.
Mickey, go to therapy.
Yeah, join your party.
She says, "You know I'm always ready. I'll go crazy if I stay here any longer." Mickey, you're staying here.
I have some information on Mickey.
Let's do it.
Mickey is a dancer extraordinaire. Age 19. Origin SS Zelbus, which...
Yeah.
Was she born there? I don't know. In the homeworld. Her height is 5'7". Her weight is 95 pounds. Her build is slender.
5'7" and 95 is pretty fucking...
Yeah, that's not healthy, I don't think. She is right-handed. Her Japanese name is also Mickey. Her innate element is red. Weapon, glove. Accent, normal, her. Fortune is very milquetoast. It is, you shall broaden your horizons in the open world.
Broadwayed in her horizons.
Broadwayed in her horizons.
Broadwayed in her horizons.
Zero Dawn. Open world game.
Exegesis.
Did you also talk to the latte lady in here? The one that was giving up her lattes?
No.
She says that she can enjoy her lattes again.
Oh, good.
So she can now spend her...
She can go to brunch.
$3.50 on her lattes every day or whatever.
So the casino boys are the same.
Yeah.
The community theater is the same, but the dressing room, Chris.
Yeah, where Sneff is?
Yeah, did you talk to Sneff with Fargo in your party?
Yes.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Fargo steps forward and Sneff says, "What do you want? I paid you off, didn't I? Or are you here to borrow money?"
Yeah.
Fargo says, "Arg, who is this old timer?" And that's it. And then Sneff says some shit about salt and pepper still being green.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty much it.
What did you bring? Is there any dialogue if you bring Karsh to salt and pepper down here?
I tried.
Yeah, is there anything?
But every time I did it, salt and pepper were on stage.
Oh, okay. That's how they get around it.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think I saw something in the script. But I slept at the inn, I left and came back, and it kept having salt and pepper on the stage, so I don't know if maybe I'll try
that RNG, right?
Yeah, I'll try it later, I guess. I didn't get the right salt and pepper RNG.
I think it's funny if you go to the Grand Slam, it still plays Dilemma.
Yeah.
Like before you even get there.
Peril. I went and tried to do that shit again, by the way, to try to get
any
Janice.
Success?
No.
Nope.
It's hard. I won one battle because I had the Lagunates I have now.
Nice.
I don't know why I have them. I guess because we killed them.
Well, you've captured their souls.
Okay.
That's part of the unwritten terrors. Once you fight them, you've actually trapped their souls.
So you don't need to actually use some sort of Pokeball situation. This is not a Pokemon. Okay, good. Great.
This is not a Pokemon.
This is not a Pokemon. No, of course not. We've been on this chapter for a while, but I think we're technically going into the actual meat of this chapter because we are trying to get to the Sea of Eden. This chapter is called To the Sea of Eden. We're trying to get there by killing dragons. We're about to go kill some dragons. So, Eric, is the subtitle of this chapter Through the Hidden Dreams of the Dragons, Through the Hidden Holes in Time, or Through the Ripples of Fractured Time?
Through the Dreams of Dragons.
Sorry, Eric.
Through the Ripples in Time?
Yeah.
Through the Hidden Holes in Time.
Yes, Through the Hidden Holes in Time. Thank you. That's the correct answer. So,
victory music.
Victory music.
No victory music.
Buckle up because there are only 4 chapters left in this game.
Huh.
I think most of disc 2 is
a chapter.
I think it's the last 2 or 3 chapters. So Eric, we've got to go back to another Marbule,
world.
right?
We got to go smoke the black dragon, Chris.
Yeah. There's a buzz in town, a buzz about town here that the Black Dragon is awake once again.
Yeah, the worker tiger guy can't believe this shit.
No one can believe this shit.
The witch doctor can't believe this shit. After all these years, he wonder how it happened, obviously ignorant of my power.
Yes. The sage himself can't believe this shit. He wonders how the Black Dragon has awakened without their song. But apparently, the song is trans-dimensional, which is cool, I guess. I mean, of anything in this game, what is... I think the only two trans-dimensional things that we know of now are this song and like some sort of cockroach situation in Shadow Forest where there was some sort of thing you had to do to rescue the guy. Yeah, it was different. I don't know.
Also, like Harley's trans-dimensional. There's only one Harley.
Yeah, that's true. Well, as far as we know.
Yeah, as far as we know. There's some guy in town that also senses the sea is having a deep blue dream.
Yeah, thank you. This guy must be from Arnie.
So then that's all I got, and I went to the Dragon Cave.
Yeah, you go in there and Sea of Eden plays.
Oh, Garden of the Gods.
Garden of the Gods, Sea of Eden, same thing.
He does a push-up on his front two legs and faces Surge.
Oh, yeah. He says that it hath been a long sleep. He is still groggy. He tells us that we shall provide some much-needed exercise. So I guess, Eric, we're going to fight.
That's right. Every trial is a fight.
Yes, he leans in, growls, and Brink of Death plays.
Yes, it's funny. During these fights with these dragons, sometimes Garden of the Gods stays and sometimes Edge of Death plays.
Yeah, I think that Sea of Eden should stay no matter what, but in this case, it doesn't. I'm not sure if there was just some, somebody didn't read their email that day.
I do think there's a significant mind fuck that you have to fight these things as opposed to them just granting you power through proving your battle, through like you're being valorous.
Through song, yeah.
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 This is a four-legged dragon, like a Zaboyim-ass dragon.
Yes.
With two large bull horns that curve inward.
The battlefield also has the haunted forest from Mortal Kombat 2, but tropical in the background.
Oh, yeah, good point. So this is a pretty tough battle, kind of.
It's very hard.
The Black Dragon does a skill called Dark Breath, which he floats above us and pummels us with black energy.
Oh, you mean Bahamut Zero?
Yes, Bahamut Zero versus Bahamut Zero. Let's fight this asshole.
My next note is, shit, dude, maybe Starkey should have sat this one out. So I run and put Viper in, the guy with the other overpowered weapon.
Yeah.
Yo, Viper doesn't do shit.
Yeah, Viper's not good.
He's not.
I've been using Viper for a while, and he sucks. His magic sucks, and his physical is just okay.
So, yeah, it could be worse. So the crux of this battle, the secret metagame, is to steal the black plate with Fargo's pilfer ability.
Do you think that it's hilarious when Fargo steals something from a dragon that spins around like a cartoon?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
And then tosses it up.
It might be the best thing in this game.
So I forgot to do that the first time I did this, so I had to refight the dragon.
So this black plate, I think this is true with almost all the different plates that we can get from these dragons, is a set of armor which will absorb that color element and grant gives you health. Does it heal you?
I haven't used it yet. I just know that you do not take damage from that. It's very good.
That does happen with the black dragon, because at one point I think I just used Lynx's feral cats just because that's what I had left, and it healed the black dragon. So I think I think all the dragons are like that.
You know, I had the big idea in my head. Like, I didn't want to waste one of Fargo's turns on a pilfer, especially that early in the battle, because if you don't get it, you just bail out and try again.
Right.
So I had the idea, I'm going to steal it, then run from battle like I do with those traps that I make, and then like go save and refight again.
Ah.
You ever stole something and then run from battle?
No.
You drop it.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yes.
Damn. That sucks. Okay, well.
But if you don't, like, I think you can lay some free-for-all traps to, like, lessen the damage this dude does, but as long as you cast Diminish and then Weaken, you might be in good shape.
Yeah, I thought about doing Diminish this time, but I didn't have my physical heavy hitters with her, because Viper and Fargo are just kind of okay.
Yeah, Lynx is very good, though.
Of course, yes.
So after you win, you get, in our case, the 30th star, and you get the Grim Reaper summon, which is a level 8 summon, but we can't necessarily equip that yet on any of our Black Element characters.
Right, we're going to need to wait till we get Mojo back or something, I don't know.
We also get the Black Relic.
Yes, that's the blessing, I guess.
Yeah. Also, when you kill the dragon, there's a howling noise and it falls over like someone knocked over your Static Brontosaurus action figure.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't animate, it just kind of falls over.
The Black Dragon is he's got a lot of finesse when he's in the air, but when he falls over, he looks like a dumbass.
Yeah, he looks pretty stupid.
He looks like me when I'm trying to get up after I hurt my back.
Oh, God.
Yeah. After this, you can kind of go out into the Marbule area.
Did you talk to them? They're so pissed.
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, first, one of them called me a human, which is, I mean, I guess I have two humans with me,
dude,
but they're like,
they already hated us. Can you imagine how they're going to feel now after I've slayed their dragon for no apparent reason?
Do you remember when we first came here? One of them was specifically like, "Hey, I hope the Black Dragon kills you."
Yeah, it's gonna eat you guys up.
Yeah, this is when we were still human.
One guy gives me all dots, another begs me not to kill them. The Spitter can't believe a human defeated the Black Dragon, and I wonder what he would have said if I had an all-demi-human party. Maybe he knows I'm Surge in real life.
Yeah, I guess so.
The Working Tiger, the Tiger Man, says, not me too, help, then literally runs out of Marbule.
Yeah.
He runs back in and never stops moving at 2x speed. The Witch Doctor can't believe this shit.
Yeah.
He also starts saying, if that's true, then trails off.
Yeah.
Chris, this Witch Doctor is not all he's cracked up to be. I don't think his powers exceed, maybe 2% beyond normal people.
His only ability is to store piss in his jars.
Yes, he's a pissman.
Yeah, sure. That's his main job class right there.
You ever go to somebody's house and know that there's a piss jar somewhere?
Remember Ralph?
Yeah, I remember Ralph. I was going to say I went to some pretty strange houses to play Smash Brothers when I was in college. So.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did that with Street Fighter 4. Went to a couple of strange houses to play Street Fighter 4. Mm-hmm.
Primarily, men in their early 20s do not know how to live.
Can confirm, have been men in their early 20s.
True.
Yes. Yeah, very true. Yeah.
Take a fucking shower.
Yeah.
That goes for you too, Witch Doctor.
Yeah, of course. Is that all you have for Marbule?
Yes, that is.
Eric, let's consult the RealNet.
Initializing RealNet.
Okay, the RealNet got wild while I had this minimized for a minute. Out of context comment, SSD Ninja says, I wish we had cops that handsome. We peaked with Jack Lord and Columbo.
Columbo's pretty handsome.
Yeah, I agree. This is in reference to me referring to you as, or myself as Eric. Mm-hmm. So please see the...
When you short-circuited?
Please see the outtakes. SSD Ninja says, please tell me if you've been feeling any confusion or lightheadedness. You may be suffering from Parasite Eve majority vote syndrome. It's a serious but thankfully easily treatable condition. It's a very new diagnosis. Don't bother looking it up or else. Please go to patreon.com/retroam to see our page.
Yep.
Parasite Eve miniseries that may or may not be up by the time you hear this. SSD just says, sounds like the performance at the end of Act 4, Kentucky Route Zero.
Yes, I believe you watch a play from a dock underground while it's on a boat.
I thought that was Act 3, but yes. Oh, yeah, from the... Yeah, mm-hmm. I was thinking about the bar. Yeah,
that was actually in my notes, but I just didn't get to it.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, everybody, all your characters are there watching it.
Yeah, that was great. I love that.
I mean, the whole game was great. I love that.
Also true. Okay, Anonymous says, I do agree that not having enough character development hurts the whole quest/sequence in regards to Nikki stuff, which, yes, I agree. It's way more earned with Locke and Celis in Final Fantasy VI because there is a budding relationship between those two characters and they become the main drivers of the Opera House sequence, whereas this is just like our cool pirate friend and his son from another world.
Also cool.
Yes. Also cool, I guess. Anonymous says, Poshul stage play, go. SS Ninja says, call Yoko Taro.
Always.
Vat W says, when dragons cry, ? Which is a great reference here.
Yeah.
Nikki is kind of Prince-like anyway, right? And he's making dragons have nightmares and cry and stuff. It's great. Vat W says, prove your valor with Broadway song. Also happens.
I would love to. What's that mean?
Ninja's fucking thing sucks.
Fucking thing sucks!
Whenever something breaks, that's what I hear in my head. Whenever something's frustrating me, it's Bill O'Reilly screaming, fucking thing sucks.
It's true.
Fucking thing sucks!
Thanks, RealNet, for joining us tonight. We'll see you next time. Next time, we're going to talk about the Earth Dragon, I think, and more.
Earth people, New York and California.
Earth.
Fucking thing sucks.
Fucking thing sucks. We need that as a drop.
Fucking thing sucks!
This episode is a production of Retrograde Amnesia, recorded on December 2nd, 2020. Thank you, Mark
Shepard,
for the intro music.
You're welcome.
Find us on Twitter at Retro Amnesia Pod. Subscribe, rate, and review us wherever you get your podcast. More importantly, tell your friends about the podcast if you want, I guess. Email us at retrogradeamnesiapodcast@gmail.com for business inquiries. Why would you want to have business with us? Who knows? If you like...
Shut up, dude.
Yeah, if you want to have business with us, email us. If you like us, please consider supporting us on Patreon at patreon.com/retro and get early access, bonus episodes, mini-series about Parasite Eve, probably, and more. Until next time, Eric.
Yes, we will go back to nap.
And, and now we will kill God. I should have that button as a drop for live performances. I'm just going to play the etudes.
Can I tell you something amazingly petty that I did the other day?
You did something petty to somebody else? Yeah.
No, just in my mind. Did you listen to the Waypoint podcast about the history of Sierra or some shit like that?
No, I don't think so.
It's really good, but they had a guy on there. I forgot what his name was. He was very knowledgeable, very erudite, well-spoken, but he had an accent that I could not place, like someone who's either raised in Australia or England, but then moved to America for 20 years. And the way, like, he was pissing me off subconsciously, but then he pronounced the word bingo, binger. And I couldn't believe he was doing that. So I put the whole fucking file on Audacity and isolated binger to make sure he was saying binger. And I did. And he kept saying binger instead of bingo. And I could not fucking deal with that. So I deleted the rest of the podcast.
Eric cannot believe this shit.
I can't.
Oh, wow.
O should not end with R, Chris. Does it just get on its like snout?
It sounds like MC Chris.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Great. Expose your kids to MC Chris.
It's not. It's not. I can't find my script. I can't do this. I can't. I don't know.
Come on, man. It's like 30 more seconds. You can make it.
There's a song that my kids like. It's called Narwhal Eating a Bagel. But it comes at a moment that well, hold on. I fucking lost my place. Hold on. He's words basically cannot. Basically, why would you say that? Why would you say basically? Why would you do that? It's a useless word.
Basic, Chris.
It's a useless word.
And faces search.
Oh yeah, he does a hat. He says that it. God damn it!
He didn't say that.
God damn it! What if every dragon just said God damn it, and just fought you and gave you his blessing? There's a reason we don't do this shit live. I mean, we do it live, but you know, there's a reason we don't. There's a reason we edit this.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Yeah, do it live. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
It sucks. Fucking thing.
Fuck it.
Fucking thing sucks.
We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Welcome to Retrograde Amnesia, a comprehensive podcast where we discuss classic JRPGs chapter by chapter, beat by beat, by beat, by beat, by beat. In this series, we are covering Chrono Cross. This time, we drift by beat. We wonder how many dreams we have awakened and how many morrows have passed. My name is Eric.
Did you fuck that up on purpose?
No.
It's not your name.
Indeed. Hello, FakeNet.
Hello, Crisp.
Oh, a pirate.
Yeah. Cockroach situations by beat, cockroach situations. Stop it. Stop doing this.
Now.